Wolves are nearing an agreement with ex-Sevilla boss Julen Lopetegui to become their next manager after a new round of discussions saw the Spaniard ready to take the position, just weeks after rejecting the opportunity. The former Los Blancos head coach has also provided the Molyneux hierarchy a list of potential January transfer targets to boost the rescue operation, with Real Madrid outcast Mariano Diaz at the top of the list, as per Fichajes. Tottenham Hotspur and South Korean talisman Son Heung-min has been subject to a move away from the Lily Whites next summer. Real Madrid are among the teams interested in the forward, with the 30-year-old being on Ancelotti's wish list for the next season. According to reports in Fichajes, Tottenham will not let the South Korean leave for anything less than €70 million. Real Madrid will have to pay a premium price in order to secure the services of the forward, who will be 31-year-old at the start of the next season. According to The Telegraph, Kieran Tierney's departure from the Emirates could be imminent, with the player frustrated with the lack of regular game time this season. Tierney's Arsenal career has been obliterated with niggling injuries. This led Mikel Arteta to bring a new left-sided defender during the summer transfer window in the form of Alexander Zinchenko. Manchester City are keeping tabs on Borussia Dortmund sensation Youssoufa Moukoko. According to reports from Football Insider, City have entered the race to secure the 17-year-old wonderkid. The youngster has agreed to join England-based agency Unique Sports Management when he turns 18 this month. City, along with other big clubs, are keeping tabs on him. Despite having over 3 years left on his current PSG contract, Juventus still believe they can capture Gianluigi Donnarumma as they continue their search for potential successor to current number 1 Wojciech Szczesny, according to Calciomercato. After playing a rotation role with Keylor Navas in his debut season, Donnarumma has firmly established himself the starting goalkeeper role at PSG this year, playing every minute of every PSG game this season. In his exclusive column for Caught Offside, Fabrizio Romano has stated that Juventus are the favorites to sign Benfica's Alex Grimaldo. The Bianconeri have been scouting the left-back for a while now, and would like the 27-year-old to become the club's go-to fullback next season. The report makes sense considering the fact that Juve are reportedly not going to offer a new contract to Alex Sandro, who plays in the same position as Grimaldo. Mohamed Simakan, RB Leipzig's right-back, confirmed in an interview with L'Equipe's Loic Tanzi that he turned down an offer from Paris Saint-Germain in the summer. Luis Campos spoke with my agents. That's true. They were interested, but stability is important to me. We made a joint decision with the Leipzig board to stay. I am happy because I think Leipzig is the place where I think I am best at the moment, the 22-year-old revealed. Liverpool want to make Borussia Dortmund star Jude Bellingham the next face of the club, according to Bild. Bild reporter Yannick Hubert told BBC Radio 5 Live the 4 most interested clubs in Jude Bellingham of Manchester City, Liverpool, Chelsea and Real Madrid are already in concrete preparations for a possible transfer. But we now know Liverpool are willing to pay €100 million, £86 million, for him. It would definitely be next summer. They want him as the new face of the Reds, but it is doubtful if €100 million will be enough to get him because Chelsea, City and Madrid have the better financial possibilities. Kylian Mbappe led Paris Saint-Germain to a 2-1 win over an inspired Juventus side on Wednesday, but they were still left disappointed in Group H. Ben Chilwell limps away injured from Chelsea's win over Dinamo Zagreb with World Cup looming. Speaking to BT Sport after the game, manager Graham Potter admitted, "Yeah, the injury doesn't look positive. It's a hamstring and we'll have to scan it and see how it is." Indeed, he will now undergo surgery to stabilize the fracture, as confirmed by the club's official website. It read, "We can confirm that Heung-min's son will undergo surgery to stabilize a fracture around his left eye. Following surgery, Son will commence rehabilitation with our medical staff and we shall update supporters further in due course. This will be of great concern to South Korea as well, with the World Cup fast approaching. They begin the tournament on November 24th with a game against Uruguay." Zlatan Ibrahimovic believes Erling Haaland's progress at Manchester City will depend on manager Pep Guardiola's ego. "Do I like Haaland? Yes, very much so. I think he is a very intelligent player. He doesn't do things that he is not capable of doing, he told Canal Plus. He doesn't go down to get the ball to play. He waits in front of the goal and he kills them all. He reminds me of players like Inzaghi, Trezeguet, Vieri. He is the new version of these players. Can Guardiola make Haaland even stronger? It depends on Guardiola's ego, if he lets him become bigger than him or not. Because he didn't let me get bigger, me or others, not only me, many others. According to El Nacional, Erik ten Hag wants to bring Brahim Diaz, on loan at AC Milan from Real Madrid, to the Old Trafford next season. The Dutch manager is reportedly obsessed with the 23-year-old and wants to add him to United's setup. Speaking to the press, Ten Hag said, "He told me he needs a new challenge because at Real Madrid he won everything. He was a big part at Real Madrid and they didn't want him to go, but he had the feeling, I have to go to another club, another league to prove myself. And that shows his hunger. I really like that. From the first day he has come with that attitude in every training, every match, and I really like it. He will be more and more important to our team." As Roma are keen to open new contract talks with Paulo Dybala, AC Milan are ahead of Barcelona in the Bosman battle for Chelsea midfielder Jorginho. The Italy international is off contract at the end of the season and free to commit to pre-contract terms with any foreign club from January 1st. Sports says Milan and Barca are in contact with Jorginho's agent, João Santos. AC Milan 4-0 RB Salzburg. Stefano Pioli's men cruise into the Champions League last 16. Real Madrid coach Carlo Ancelotti has called for Spain to include Sergio Ramos in its World Cup squad. "Ramos, for his experience and his quality, has to go to the World Cup without doubt," said Ancelotti, who coached the player in his first spell as Madrid manager. "He is still one of the best defenders in the world." Rico Lewis became the youngest player to score on his first Champions League start as he sparked a Manchester City comeback in a 3-1 win over Sevilla. The 17-year-old right-back coolly slotted home the equalizer after Rafa Mir had headed Sevilla into a shock first-half lead. Official: Kessie has a biceps femoris muscle strain in his left thigh. Real Madrid 5-1 Celtic. Madrid end CL group stage with home win, Modric and co-net. L'Equipe report in their issue today that Lionel Messi is gaining in prominence in the Paris Saint-Germain dressing room this season, having begun the campaign in impressive form after a middling first year in France. Proof of the Argentine's willingness to settle in is the fact that his French is said to be progressing, and that he even finds himself speaking with his children in the local language now. Former Napoli captain Marek Hamsik has sung the praises of Ivica Kvaratskhelia. Hamsik spent 12 years with Napoli before leaving in 2019. "I miss everything about Napoli. It's a mixture of beautiful things. The people, the sea, the food. Some new players, during the first days, were scared of the city, only to fall in love with it," he told DAZN. "The team is doing excellent things. They started well like last year, but this time I see them more convinced." Ivica Kvaratskhelia: "I must admit I hardly knew him myself at first, but he actually has extraordinary numbers.